Okay, it is 6 o'clock. I will call the meeting to order. The first order of business is any questions or comments from the floor?
No.
Seeing none, we'll move on to reports. Xavier is not here yet, so we'll hold off on that. Move ahead to superintendent, merger update.
Just a couple quick items on our projects and merger process. We finally got the last generator up for the pole, the solar. I don't know if you went by, but just seeing fence starting to go up now too. So we should be on pace for no later than the end of January, but I'm cautiously optimistic before that. So it's moving well. We're having another planning meeting on Monday to talk about the capital project. I'm putting some final numbers together, and then we'll finally do a submission to state ed. So that'll be going as planned. Very organized. King very happy so far with what they've been doing, no doubt. We have a couple things down, just to let people know. The village is down with a water issue, so we can't get our pool going because we can't fill it. And until that happens, we might thought it was going to be a day or two, and then it's turned into 3, and then it's turned into 4. So we've got our kids going down to Fonda at least to kind of get some of that going. We had a short in our major lights out in it's the main one that goes everywhere. So we have to take the pole out because the short underneath. So a couple things globally that are going to affect everybody. And we had a pretty massive leak coming down the main stairs in the atrium, so we had to close the stairs down because all the ice built up because there's nothing to drain. So we just sat there and it found a way to find a way, as water usually does. So anyway, we're slowly getting back to quasi-normal. Just if you hear anything, that's what's happening with the lights outside at this point. So. In terms of the merger, we had focus team meetings last night. It was about 33 people, 2 or 3 couldn't make it, so there's probably 35 or 36 people combined on 5 teams. I think overall it went very well. It's great conversations, great dialogue. Everyone's planned the next round meetings as well to meet again. And it'll be up to each committee or each team, excuse me, to figure out how many times they think they need to meet. And we'll do a culmination thing on April 14th, which will report out any questions, recommendations each team had. We'll be able to report out what Rick Timms has done at that point, the financial side of things. And then the 15th, we have a joint meeting that will report the recommendations of the committee of the teams out. And we'll also have Rick present that night in terms of what we saw with the 5-year plan. Putting a video together for the information sheet, get that out to everyone as well. And that should be over the next couple weeks. So moving good pace, I think. We're going to meet with the CFP panel again at the end of January. And we're also going to reorganize the ambassadors again to see how everything's going there. Just kind of like a check-in and connect. To see if there's any questions, concerns, certain things they're seeing, or any other information they might have to we might have to give them. And then we'll slowly start to plan some forms in the spring to get some more information out, and then kind of take it from there. So very happy with the way that process is going right now too. So that's pretty much my update.
Any questions, comments? I was just wondering, the ambassadors, so that's it, both from both towns?
Yep.
All right, so we'll move back to the student report. Xavier, welcome, and take it away.
Okay. So there really haven't been many school days since now and in the last meeting. Feels like it's only been probably less than 2 weeks, I'd say. So a lot of time off. But a couple things have happened. The concerts have all wrapped up for our music programs. So our programs are now moving forward. The band is beginning their preparation for a musical competition that will be in May at Darien Lake up towards Buffalo. This is
Where is Darien Lake?
it's up near, it's like just outside of Buffalo.
Okay, because that's a new location. I don't think we've ever been there before. Yeah, okay, sorry. My bad. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, so this is something that happens every other year. I believe this is just gonna be a day trip. Most, I think, in past years, that I've been on the trip and they've done it. Sometimes it's an overnight trip, usually somewhere further, but I think they just decided that, they're better off doing a day trip that's a little less expensive. And so everyone can go and perform and it's always fun and they spend the day in the park. We had Star Day on the last day before break. It's all the classic winter Star Day traditions. There's the ugly sweater competition. They do holiday skits, just games, competitions. Santa and the elves visit during breakfast, and we all eat together. And it's a very just nice way to send everyone off for the holidays and just like enjoy the atmosphere of our school community before everyone goes off to spend time with their family over the break. It's a fantastic day. So on that same day that we had Star Day, like I previously mentioned, last meeting, we had the Senate Advisory Council, which 3 Canajoharie seniors participated in, Lady Hodge, Caitlin Prentice, and myself. So we left around 1, I think. We were accompanied by the history teacher, Mr. Parker. He went with us and chaperoned. We included a full tour of the Capitol building, which is a very, very beautiful building. And that's always open to the public, but we had a very rare inside tour of the actual like Senate chamber where all the state senators sit and vote on laws. So usually they don't even hold public tours of that area. You have to be invited to go in that area. It's very secret, sort of private. Couldn't touch anything in the room, couldn't touch any of the chairs. You had to keep your hands down. And even the person doing the tour for us said he'd only been in there once or twice because it's that special and restricted and like such a privilege to be in that room, which was very special. And after the tour, I concluded in presentations from all the participating groups of students. So it was a bunch of schools all around our Senate and state Senate district. And we all presented on our own personal mock bill ideas. So in the end, what I really took away from it was, when placed in a room with such exceptional students from just all over New York, a lot of schools that are far larger than Canajoharie, such as Albany High School, those schools. I can speak with no doubt that the way that we represented our school was phenomenal, and we exceeded expectations, and I think we clearly stood out amongst the other schools, and I think the senator and her team noticed that, and overall we did a really good job. Our topics were very, very relevant, and I think things that were achievable. It was just very exciting to see it all come together.
Could you spell that out a little bit more about what your ideas were and so on?
Well, Caitlin and Wavy worked in a group together. They were together and they presented together. Theirs was about in New York State making the AP courses like free in a way that we at Canajoharie don't have to pay for our AP classes and taking the test because of our economic status. So it's essentially opening that up to the rest of the state so that the AP courses wouldn't have a paywall, so that students taking that without worrying about affording it. And mine, it was about like rural solar stuff. So it's essentially trying to destigmatize the whole rural solar thing by really opening up compromises to local communities, trying to make them feel more in control of the situations. So I'm not sure about, I can't remember what the specific numbers I put on it were, but based on how many megawatts or how big your field was, there was a certain allocation in energy credits that you would have to give to the community or necessary public buildings like schools or police stations or fire departments, and you would allocate some of that money or a percentage of the energy generated by that certain field to those buildings. And there's also requirements about like hiring local workers to maintain the fields and trying to get the fields on non-farmland, so prioritizing like fields that would do dual purpose farm use, so you can farm and generate electricity with panels to support like rural agriculture, which is on decline right now and is kind of in an unfair situation with the rise of solar in rural America. So that was what mine was about. And yeah, we did a very good job. She complimented, both of our presentations. I thought they were very, very pertinent. She was telling me that morning that she actually was going out to visit. She was visiting with farmers that morning over addressing solar issues, and so the topic was very fresh for her, which was amazing. But yeah, it was great.
All right, thank you.
So some special things with our sports. The boys varsity basketball team won the tournament that they host here. Our boys bowling team, who's well into their season, are still undefeated. They haven't conceded any points nor lost a match. Fortunately tonight, they're facing off against another undefeated team, which is Johnstown. So they might pull through. I don't know. It's a big match though. So they're doing wonderful. With the speaker series that we're doing that the history department is doing for the seniors, Amsterdam Mohawks baseball team general manager Megan Myers came in and spoke to the seniors, biggest part of it, and talked about working her way up and the importance of finding mentorship and just building like relationships in the professional world. And special thing about this was some students even actually reached out to her after the presentation, looking for possible internships, which is precisely what the speaker series is being done for. It's bringing like important people from our community who are in fields that our students might be interested in, and trying to network, get internships, make connections, and get people job and career ready. And I believe tomorrow we're having Jeff Smith, who's the county sheriff, come in and speak to us. So that's also great for any students who are interested in any law enforcement career. And yeah, there's plenty more in the speaker series to come. So yeah,
Any questions, comments? All right, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we will move on to the approvals. I would entertain a motion for consent agenda.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. First thing is minutes. Any questions or comments there? Okay, moving on to bills. Anyone besides me? Okay, just have a few here. Number 68017, Northeast Parent and Child Society.
It's a special ed placement,
Sorry.
special ed placement.
Anything. Then we have the trade pay.
Scrubbing pay,
Yes, that one.
that is the company that took over for Walmart. So anything we get through Walmart is paid to this scrubbing pay now.
And then the Healing Jewel of the Sage.
That was the wellness day that we had in October. Happy Wellness Day.
Thank you. Okay, anything else on bills? And we'll move on to budget transfers, anything there? Okay, and then the treasurer's report. I don't think we have it. Okay, and then agreement with the Benetech. Okay, and so I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda for the approvals.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Moving on to personnel, we have a leave request for an impending childbirth. Anything there? Okay, and then, appoint the scorekeeper. Okay. I guess you could just vote on each of them. Leave request, the motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. And then we appoint the scorekeeper. Second,
Second.
all in favor? Thank you. Moving on to new business, tuition. We have to renew our tuition policy. It's been $1,000 a year for our state, out of district students. Any comments, questions, or discussion?
How is that $1,000 currently being paid? Is it one lump sum?
We could break up into two.
Two?
Yeah.
Have we had any issues with outstanding balances?
It gets close sometimes.
Any other questions, comments? I hear a motion to approve. Second,
Second.
thank you. All in favor? And just a reminder that the April meeting will be on the 15th instead of the 16th, so just put that in your calendar.
Is that Port Plain?
It should be here. Oh, that one was over there. Yeah,
Is it a Wednesday meeting?
yeah,
That's why, that's maybe it was a Port Plain because they usually do.
yeah. They want to change it to their day. We'll keep it on that, but I'm almost positive it'll be here because it's the last one there. And that'll be a big one, just to let you know, give you a heads up. We'll have 6 to 7 break tins and breakouts. And the teams will also have a regular budget meeting. We also have tenure that night. So be a couple of.
One thing with new business that is not on the agenda, and I'll just share it with you. When we planned the meeting, I suggested that an additional topic, when we're talking about topics, I wanted to receive a report back on how the new AI project is going. And so he said that we work on getting that. Because I'm really curious to hear about that, and it's certainly a very current topic.
So just to give you a heads up on the presentations, we'll go February, we'll have our energy manager present out. March, we'll do guidance in AP, and do an AI, update. I did AI pilots where we were in AI. April, we'll do ALA math, social studies and science. And then May, we'll do equity, inclusion, and more. Make sense?
Okay, we have an executive session.
Yeah, just quick.
Okay, I would entertain a motion to move into executive session.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Yeah.
You? Well, that was a quickie, guys. Thank you.
It's the finance committee next board, every board meeting now, we'll just meet, just the finance. Was it you two? No, yeah. We're negotiating, you guys are negotiations, your finance, right? Yeah. It'll be 5 o'clock. Well, he's going the 20th to put out the first round of what her executive budget. So we'll see.
Okay, motion to go home.